Hi folks, we're going to start a series on the use of Minitab. This is part one, and we'll get acquainted with the program and see how this powerful little program, appropriately named Minitab, can be of real help for us in statistical analysis. Minitab has a history of being developed at Penn State University in the early 70s. But like a lot of programs, it came from an original government-sponsored project for something called Omnitab that was developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology. It's now turned into a commercial package, and it sells quite briskly and has a widespread use because of its compact nature and its excellent health facilities. They're also located in State College, Pennsylvania. Like a lot of other packages, it is similar to some of the giant packages that we know and are acquainted with, SPSS, for example, and SAS. These are major pieces of statistical software that can do a tremendous number of different applications and are used very extensively in industry. What I like about Minitab is the compact, versatile nature of the package. You don't have to spend months, years getting acquainted with the package to find out where all the nooks and crannies are. So it has the capability of doing the same stuff that bigger programs do. And another advantage is that the structure, as you're going to see in just a second, is very familiar to us. Very familiar. So let's go find Minitab. It's going to appear in your taskbar as a green icon with three little bars in it. I'll engage it. This is Minitab 17. And immediately you see the workspace that we have. We actually have three workspaces, two that you can see readily, and one that's down here that we will take a look at later. This is what is called a project manager. So as you can imagine, the structure of this software is very much like a lot of other pieces of software today. They're managed as projects. And by that we mean we have a variety of things that are connected together in some meaningful way to do, in our particular situation, statistical analysis. So I'm back to Minitab. I shut it down. I'm back. I could have just reduced that window, the project window, if I'd wanted to, by hitting the reduction tab there. So here we have two major areas, the session area and something called the worksheet. Now, the worksheet should be very familiar to you. It looks like a worksheet. It looks like what we find in Excel. It has columns and it has rows. And the session area is really kind of the dialog box that allows us to see where we've been and what we've done through our sessions where we're engaged with Minitab. In fact, I can write stuff in there. Hi, online MBA class. I can write notes to myself. I can do a variety of things to use this almost as a tablet. So we've opened Minitab. By the way, there are a variety of Minitabs. There's Minitab and there's Minitab Express. Minitab has to run on Windows, as many packages as you've probably noticed, especially you Mac folks, runs on Windows. But Minitab Express will run both on the Mac and on Windows. It's simply, as the name would imply, Minitab Express. It's a smaller version, more condensed version than Minitab. So you won't have all the access to all of these menu drop-down menu items that you see here. So let's let's start a session. Let's just see what this is going to look like. Of course, our project manager is down here. Here's our area for probably what you would understand to be data. We'll be putting data there. By the way, it's a very convenient structure because I can go to a worksheet. Let me just exit this or leave for a second. Go to a worksheet and grab some data. Excuse me. There we go. I'm going to grab this data. It's in an Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go back to Minitab, and I'm going to place my cursor here. Why? This first gray area column that you see here is a column that is reserved for titles, for column titles. So if I've got titles in my data, that's where I want to start the copying process. As you can see, I've got two columns, C1 and C2, and the data that you see here is the data that we copied from the spreadsheet. So I now have it in our work area. Let me just save this workbook and see if we can save it, close it, and open it up again. So I'm going to go over to the File menu, where you would probably do saving in a lot of different kinds of software packages. I'm going to save the project as. I'm going to call it our practice session. And I'm going to, you notice it's being saved as a Minitab project, a .mpj file. I'm going to save this to my desktop for convenience sake. Let me leave the software. Let me go to my desktop. And down, embedded in our desktop is our practice session. I double click, I open it, and you can see that what I did before has been recorded, and I have a whole new area here where I can begin collecting information about what happens in these in this particular session. It even shows me where I was able to get my file. Another important thing is that I can close or shut down these particular windows at any point in time. I can reopen them. Here it's this is the session window. I will go to, don't want to do that. I'll go to the worksheet window, and I will reduce it, and there we are. By the way, windows are controlled here. I can currently tiled. I can cascade. I can tile. I can minimize all, but they still remain here, so I have access to them. I can rearrange them any way I like. You can see the session is down below and the worksheet is above. I actually like it just the opposite, so I'll move these here, and then I will go to Window, Tile, and it locks it in place. All right, I think that's enough for our start. In the next session, we'll begin to look at the different menus and all of the applications that are available in the menus.